We're back with our MLB Best Bets here on August 5th, Tuesday, August 5th. We've got all 30 teams playing today in Major League Baseball, and we've got our 5 best bets for this slate. We're going to break the 2-3 streak. We've gone 2-3 in the last couple days, all right? We're breaking that today, and I feel pretty good about it, okay? There's some bets I feel very confident about today. And no, it is not Washington Nationals money line. I don't trust that team, even with Luis Severino going for the A's, and with Mackenzie Gore going with the Nationals. I can't trust them. So no Nats money line today. Before we get into the video, folks, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB best bets here on the channel. Again, college football coming in a couple weeks. NFL coming in a couple weeks. College basketball, NBA coming in a couple months. We're gonna want to stay tuned to the channel for more stuff here, or more sports betting content here on the channel. On the other channel, Greedo Plays MMA, we posted our PFL Africa 2 predictions yesterday for PFL Johannesburg, and our UFC Fight Night Dolidze versus Hernandez predictions on Sunday, both of which are linked in the description down below. Our UFC best bets are going to be out on Wednesday, so make sure to check out all those videos on Greedo Plays MMA this week as we get into the first of our 5 best bets today for Major League Baseball, kicking things off with our first money line of the day. The Philadelphia Phillies are not losing to the Baltimore Orioles, okay? And that is from a confidence standpoint. Here's why. The Orioles cannot out-hit the Phillies. They cannot. This is not me emotionally picking Philadelphia because they scored 13 runs yesterday. And yes, this offense is bipolar. It is. Because look what they did on Sunday Night Baseball. I get it. Charlie Morton's been throwing the ball a lot better as of late. You need to score more than one run off of dinosaur Charlie Morton. Thankfully for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez completely bails that team out. Kyle Schwarber hits another home run in that Sunday Night Baseball game. And then yesterday, Kyle Schwarber hits 2 more home runs. Guys, I think we need to start talking about it. Kyle Schwarber is the most valuable player in the National League. He is. And that is not just voter fatigue. I legitimately think he deserves it over Ohtani. I'm not going to go in depth about that right now, even though maybe I should. When you compare the two guys' stats, I don't give a damn. Shohei Ohtani pitches 2 innings every 5 days, okay? Throw Kyle Schwarber out there. Actually, his ERA probably wouldn't be that good. But the things Kyle Schwarber is doing this season, Schwarber's average is only 10 points lower than Ohtani. Schwarber has 20 more RBI than Ohtani, and he leads baseball, or second in all of baseball in home runs, behind Cal Raleigh. How is this guy? This guy should be the most valuable player in the league. And also, I know records don't mean the most in baseball. If the Phillies finish with a higher record and a better record than the Los Angeles Dodgers, Kyle Schwarber is the most valuable player in the league. I'm so serious. They won't give it to him because photo fatigue is not going to be a thing when it comes to Shohei Ohtani. And I get it's really never been a thing with baseball in all fairness. It's more of an NBA and NFL thing. But still, this guy's the most valuable player in the sport. Kyle Schwarber yesterday with 2 more home runs against the Baltimore Orioles. He had a home run on Sunday Night Baseball against the Detroit Tigers. It is insane what Kyle Schwarber is doing this season. He is going to get the biggest bag of his career in the offseason. Currently, the MVP odds, Ohtani's a minus 650 favorite. Schwarber is second place at plus 550, followed by then PCA, Manny Machado, Juan Soto, Kyle Schwarber, Pete Alonso, Kyle Stowers, Fernando Tatis, and then James Wood. I just want to see how far I could go before naming Wood's name. Anyways, though, Schwarber is the best player in the National League right now. He just is. And the protection that he has around the lineup makes the Phillies scary. I've always said, if Philadelphia can get going at the right time, they are dangerous in the playoffs. Obviously, there's still 2 months left in the regular season, but what does Kyle Schwarber do yesterday? 3 hits and 5 at-bats, so he goes 3 for 5 and 6 RBI. Yep, he's the best hitter in the National League right now, power-wise, just all things considered. And oh, by the way, who bats behind him? Bryce Harper, who goes yard again yesterday too. The Phillies have struggled scoring runs in the first inning all year long. Well, Bryce Harper yesterday against Baltimore got them out on the right track in the bottom of the first inning, putting the Phillies up 1-0. Ultimately, Baltimore scored 3 in a row, but then the Phils ended up scoring 12 unanswered to win the game 13-3. I mean, the bottom of the lineup scares me sometimes, but it all starts with Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. You know, if those guys can get going, if one of Schwarber or Harper can homer, and right, Bryce is officially back from the injury. Bryce looks like he's playing healthy right now. Just hit, his 18th home run of the season yesterday. Harper's hitting the ball really well. He is. Bryce is squaring things up now. He's working the opposite side of the field too. He's hitting the. He's an all-around great hitter right now. Pitching matchup. And this is my other point. Dean Kramer and Taijuan Walker. I don't think the Baltimore Orioles can outscore the Phillies today. There's going to be a million runs scored on both sides. Okay. Taijuan Walker is better than Dean Kramer, I think. Even though, yes, Taijuan Walker's going to give up runs. Taijuan Walker's normal line is like 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. Dean Kramer's kind of the same thing. So what offense do you think can go over the top today? Baltimore or the Philadelphia Phillies? I'm going with the Phillies. Baltimore's lineup is still, Jackson Holliday's doing his thing, Gunnar Henderson. This is a team that got rid of Ryan O'Hearn, got rid of Ramon Laureano. The Padres are still waiting on their first big splash from O'Hearn. Laureano's been all right so far for San Diego. O'Hearn, again, we're still waiting on that first big hit. Maybe it happens tonight. We'll talk about that later. But all around, yeah, I'm taking the Phillies. I like some of the young guys. I can't even call Jeremiah Jackson young anymore. Oh, he's 25. I like some of the guys the Orioles are starting every day now. I've been high on Jeremiah Jackson for a long time when he was over in the Angels org years ago. Dylan Carlson, again, another guy who's supposed to have huge potential. We'll see. Again, I know Dylan Carlson's been around this entire year, but Jeremiah Jackson just called up. Is it a team that's built to win right now? Obviously not. Baltimore is not as good as Philadelphia. And in the matchup today, I believe Walker and Kramer are both going to give up runs. But who's going to be better in spots today? It's going to be Philadelphia. Also, Johan Duran did not pitch yesterday, so Duran is going to be fine to pitch today. If it's close, I like the Phillies. If it's a blowout, the Phillies are going to be the one with the blowout too. Give me Philadelphia to win at home. Line when I made the graphic was -140. I'm now seeing -135, so even better. Give me the Philadelphia Phillies to win at home against the Baltimore Orioles. We move on now to our second best bet of the video. It is our Washington Nationals best bet of the day. I'm going with the under 8.5 total runs with the Nationals and Athletics today. Here's why. Luis Severino, Mackenzie Gore. You might think, oh, Luis Severino's not very good this season. He's not. And we've been over this a lot with Luis Severino. You look at his road and home splits. He is so much better on the road than he is at home. He just is. Luis Severino on the road this year, his ERA is 3. At home, it's a 6.4. That's how you equate his ERA to being 4.85, right? Much better road pitcher than he is at home. It's a combination, I think, of we saw it in his last start in Sacramento. I don't know if that was his last start 2 starts ago in Sacramento, where his first 3 pitches, he's slipping all over the mound. That man hates the city of Sacramento. He is just waiting for this team to eventually get to Las Vegas. But he's still got 2 more years in Sac. He'll probably be gone by then. Anyways, the man hates pitching in Sacramento. I don't know if it's the facilities. I don't know if it's the weather. It's hot as balls. I don't know if it's the short fences, albeit a triple A park. I don't know what it is, but Severino still looks really good on the road. It's just at home, he's horrible. So here's the thing. I thought about going A's money line today. I can't bring myself to pick against my favorite team today just because, whenever I do pick against my favorite team, they somehow find ways to win, which maybe I should just pick against them all the time so I can just be happier. But no, I'm not going to do that. I look at these 2 pitchers. Again, I think Severino's going to be more than fine on the road. The Nationals have struggled mightily to hit the ball over the last week, and I don't think that changes today. I think they're going to struggle a lot against Luis Severino. By the way, I'm still waiting on a Dylan Cruz call-up. Where is Dylan Cruz? Why hasn't he been called up just yet? Maybe that's happening. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. There's still no news on Cruz coming up. Are we seriously waiting another week for Dylan Cruz? I'm going to all the Giants Nationals games in SF this weekend. If Dylan Cruz is not there, I legitimately have no reason to go. I'm going to go regardless. But the entire point of me getting excited to go watch Giants Nationals this weekend is because I can see Dylan Cruz for the first time in person. I guess I saw him in Anaheim in the dugout, said what's up to him. He kind of motioned to me, but obviously he wasn't playing. Anyways, yeah. I don't think there's many runs scored today because, okay, Luis Severino on the road's pretty good. Nationals bats suck, okay? I love James Wood. He can't hit the ball right now. CJ Abrams has been good, had a rough series over the weekend. Abrams has still been the best hitter on the team. We still have Nathaniel Lowe. I don't know why he's still employed. With all due respect, Nathaniel, I better not see you on the opening day roster next season. I don't care. Non-tender him. Trade him for a bag of chips. I don't care what it is. I cannot see Nathaniel Lowe being the starting first baseman of the team next year. Josh Bell, I think, might have a decent game. Robert Hassel's impressing me. Dylan Lyle's impressing me. I just don't expect many runs from the National side. Honestly, I expect 2 runs max from the Nats. I'm so serious. They've been so pitiful at the plate. And then Mackenzie Gore's pitching, where I know, again, Mackenzie, it's been rough recently. His trade value was tanking a little bit over the last couple games, even though that really didn't tank much because, he's got 3 years of control left. Nats keep him. That's fine. So Mackenzie Gore's pitching this start. Again, I didn't think Gore was ever going to pitch again as a National, but here we are. That's fine. It's just I need to see. We're at the point of the season where, we know where we're at. We're 23 games under. We're 44-67. I hate this baseball team so much. But we're at the point in time where we need to see improvements. The end result, honestly, at this point for the Nats, and this is why I'm going with an under instead of, Nats money line, you got to just see these guys playing better at this point. You know, that's what we need. We need Dylan Cruz to bat 250 at least when he comes back. We need James Wood to figure his swing out, and we need C.J. Abrams to finish the year over 285. Okay, we need Luis Garcia to find his power. That's what I need to see out the young guys. And I need to see RH3, really come into his own at this role. I need to see Dalen Lyle really come into his own. That's what I need to see for the rest of the season. And I need Mackenzie Gore to figure it out. Because Mackenzie Gore, historically, great first half pitcher. Second half, he's been abysmal. And I don't know if that really affected his value at all, too. It's like, okay, well, we're a playoff contender like the Cubs, who Soroka got injured yesterday. That sucks. But if you're a team like the Cubs and you say, okay, well, we want Gore, but I don't know. He's never been good in the second half of any season. Can we rely on this guy to pitch us innings in October in the playoffs? I don't know, right? So Gore's ERA in the month of July was 6.75. It needs to be better tonight. It needs to. And I think it will be, guys. The A's lineup right now is not good. I watched that Arizona series. I watched the Seattle series. They've got guys. They've got Rooker still. They got Kurtz. Butler's not hitting the ball well right now. Wilson's injured. I mean, J.J. Bleday's back. He's hitting the ball really well. That Sunday game against the D-backs, he went 4 for 4 with the home run. Max Schumann's batting in the leadoff spot right now. And that'll probably be Lawrence Butler. But no, lefty. They might... Nah, Butler's probably back in the lineup today. But again, I always say it, though, with this team. Other than the top 3 guys, 4 when Wilson's healthy. But today, it'll be Butler, Kurtz, Rooker. But, Shea Langeliers? I know he had a good series against Arizona, but I don't really rely on Shea to do anything. Austin Wins they're hitting in this lineup. Daniel Hernandez. Bleday, will Bleday be sustainable? I don't know. And is he going to be hitting against the lefty today? Probably not. Luis Arias, Gio Urshela, come on now. I'm taking the under in this spot. Nats probably won't score, and I think Mackenzie Gore, right, best pitcher on the Nationals. He needs to figure it out eventually. And honestly, this is a pretty good team to figure it out against. His toughest matchups will come in the form of Butler, Rooker, and Kurtz. Obviously, 2 of those guys are lefties, though, right, in Law Dog and in Big Amish. We'll see. I think Gore should be fine in this start. Give me the under 8.5 total runs between the Nats and the A's, minus 120. Our third best bet of the video comes with our NRFI of the day. It is minus 140. I get it. We're pushing it a little bit. Hear me out. Ryan Berger, Garrett Crochet. This feels pretty good. Okay. The tougher one of this is obviously going to be Berger versus the Boston Red Sox. I still think it's fine. So Ryan Berger moved at the deadline. Honestly, a really good piece for the Royals to get. Now, again, Berger, did he fit the win now mentality of the San Diego Padres? No. And I think the trade to go out and get Freddie Fermin was amazing for San Diego. It's a move that makes a complete load of sense for them. Now Elias Diaz can move to a backup catcher role. Fermin does a lot of things better than Elias Diaz. What Fermin gave the Padres, and I'm going to talk about the Padres in a second anyway. You probably know where I'm going there, and I'll really express it this time today with the Padres. But what Fermin brought the Padres, right, is just he eliminated the need for Martin Maldonado. Because Fermin's a better bat than both Diaz and Maldonado. Maybe not power-wise with Diaz, but just a better all-around bat. And he's a better arm than Maldonado. The only reason, and better glove, too. The only reason Maldonado is still around is because of his glove and his arm. Okay, I don't know about glove, because that's really all Maldonado's been his entire career. His arm, though, is better than Maldonado. I don't know about the glove. But still, it eliminated the need for Maldonado to be on that squad. But in return, the Royals get Ryan Berger, which I think is a great piece for them, man. I mean, again, they didn't especially need Fermin. They have organizational depth, obviously, at the catcher position. Obviously, Salve Perez, but, the rest of the team as well. I know Perez isn't playing catcher every single day. But I look at Ryan Berger, right? This is a guy who had a 2.78 ERA this year at the Padres. The thing with him is he won't go more than 5 innings. He was used as an opener some this season, but also as a starter, too. Berger, it's 2 starts in the month of July against 2 National League East squads in the Phillies and Mets. 4 2/3 against the Phils, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 innings against the Mets, 2 hits, and 1 run. I just need you to get 3 outs today. Berger on the road here in Boston. I know Fenway can be a difficult place to pitch, obviously, against right-handed bats if they can just pull one high into the air, and that's obviously going to come in the form of an Alex Bregman today. I think Berger can be okay. Again, we're going to get righty-righty matchups. I just need him to find a way to get 3 outs. Flip side, feel way more confident in it, obviously. Garrett Crochet. And, oh, by the way, these 2 teams played yesterday, and yes, the Red Sox scored 5 innings. They scored 5 runs in the first inning. Duran went yard. It was a 3-run bomb. Ref Snyder cleared the bases, I believe. Yeah, we just need them to be a little bit colder this time out, right? Yesterday, starting for the Royals, it was Bailey Falter, his first start with Kansas City. Yeah, well, let's hope that Ryan Berger's first start with Kansas City is better than Falter's. Garrett Crochet, I'm not too concerned. Crochet, has probably lost out on the Cy Young race just because of how good Tarek Skubal been. I can check the odds real quick, but I'm pretty sure Skubal like at a minus 400 at this point. But this is by far the second best pitcher in the American League. Wow, Skubal's minus 750. Yeah, makes sense. Crochet's ERA this season is 2.23. That is third best out of all qualified starters in Major League Baseball this season. He's got the third most strikeouts in Major League Baseball as well, with 175. I'm not concerned at all about Garrett Crochet finding 3 outs. He will do that really easily. 1.73 ERA in the month of July. Last start against the Dodgers, 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs. Cubs, 6 innings, 8 hits, 1 run. Rays, 9 innings, complete game shutout, 3 hits, and 0 runs. Crochet also has tallied exactly 100 pitches in each of his last 3 starts. It's one hell of a stat. Yeah, the Royals lineup doesn't scare me. It hasn't scared me all year long. It doesn't. Jonathan India, still batting leadoff. Why? I don't know. Bobby Witt, premier player in the game. But I mean, unless Witt goes yard, we're fine. Pasquantino, lefty, I'm good. Michael Garcia, good hitter. We're hoping he doesn't get to Michael Garcia, right? Because he bats 4th. And then, Yaz is in the 6th. Interesting. I don't know why the Royals got Yaz, but I don't know why the Giants would trade Yaz. The fans love Yaz. I don't know. Anyways, we're fine here. Garrett Crochet is going to get 3 outs. I mean, he's going to get 6 outs too before giving up a run. But in our case, we just need 3 outs. Ryan Berger, I think, is going to be more than fine to get us 3 outs too. Again, the biggest guy I'm scared of is obviously Alex Bregman, the power that he possesses from the right side of the plate. I think Berger's going to be good enough, though, in this start. And I do believe we're going to get 6 outs here at Fenway Park between the Royals and the Red Sox. Berger and Garrett Crochet. Okay. On to our 4th best bet of the video. Let's go to our daily player prop. I'm going to Seattle, Washington for the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Mariners. Not going to lie, I was really close to just going White Sox plus 1.5 today. I think Davis Martin is more than serviceable. I think he is. I'm going to say something controversial right now. I don't think Brian Woo's as good as people think he is. I don't know. I get it. Woo's going to have really good starts. Why have I never seen it this year? Okay, that's a lie. I've seen Woo have really good starts. Like the Red Sox start he had was really good. Remember he had a really good start against the Yankees. I feel like every time I have U.S. currency on Brian Woo, he just shits the bed. Maybe it's just... Is it an AL West thing? It might be an AL West thing. Because whenever, I'll bet on the Mariners to beat the Angels. I'll bet on them to beat the A's. And Brian Woo's going to be on the mound and he will just lay an egg. That's fine. Because this isn't really about Brian Woo finding, going deep into the game. Well, it kind of is, but hear me out. It's just under strikeouts. Brian Woo's line today is 6.5. Brian Woo has not gone over 6 strikeouts since his first start in July on the 4th of July against the Pittsburgh Pirates. His last 4 starts against the New York Yankees, great start, took a perfect game into the 7th inning, or no-hitter in the 7th inning, went 7 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, and that's 5 strikeouts in that one. Astros, 6 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 6 Ks. Angels, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 Ks. Athletics in Sacramento, 6 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 home runs, could not avoid the deep ball in that game, 6 Ks. Now again, it's the White Sox, but 7 strikeouts is a lot to ask for out of Brian Woo. Full transparency, Mackenzie Gore had the same exact line today, and I was really close to going with it at under, just because Gore has been extremely inefficient with his pitches, obviously, with a bunch of walks. I don't know. I thought about doing that. I didn't end up going with that. But guys, you gotta think 7 strikeouts is a lot to get. It just is, It's a lot. I don't want to compare Brian Woo with Jack Kokonowicz because it's not fair. But the last starting pitcher to start against the White Sox was Jack Kokonowicz on Sunday. He went 6 innings, deep into the start. Gave up 5 runs, but that's neither here or there. He went 6 innings in that start. He only got 2 strikeouts. And I get it. It's Jack Kokonowicz. Jack Kokonowicz does not have anywhere near the level of put away stuff that Brian Woo has. But I'm here to say I don't think the White Sox are that easy to strike out. And I know we can't really take that last series against the Angels and compare it to what obviously we're going to see with the Seattle Mariners pitching staff, because the rotation obviously for Seattle is amazing. But I mean, again, look at what Kokonowicz does in 6 innings. Look at what Kyle Hendricks does in 5 innings. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts. Kyle Hendricks shut down the White Sox. And he only had 2 Ks. And I get it. Brian Woo is way better than both those guys. I don't think that the White Sox are going to strike out this many times, And there's nobody on this team that wows you at the plate. I'm really surprised they didn't get rid of Luis Robert. I don't know what they're doing with that. Just like I don't know what the Atlanta Braves are doing, not selling off Marcell Ozuna and company. Don't get me started. I mean, at least my team kind of had an idea of what they were trying to do at the deadline. It would pain me, honestly, to be a fan of like the Braves right now. Actually, no, it wouldn't. No. If I had Ronald Acuna and all those guys on my team, I'd not be complaining. Anyways, I don't think there's that many guys who are going to be huge strikeout guys today. Because what the White Sox do, they fight, they battle, they put balls in play. Say what you want. Like Michael A. Taylor, scrappy hitter, man. This guy's going to battle. Brooks Baldwin, this guy's going to fight in there, you know? Colson Montgomery might be a strikeout problem. The strikeout numbers haven't been great on Montgomery. I think he's going to be a really good baseball player. That's a guy I'm scared about. I am scared about Robert a little bit. But like Mike Tauchman, he's going to fight, you know? Sosa, good bat early in the lineup. I'm not going to try to sell you on the 42-69 Chicago White Sox. Oh my goodness, the Nationals are about to get into White Sox levels of bad. Oh my God. I'm not going to try to sell you on Chicago. But what I do think, again, they're going to battle, they're going to fight in counts, and okay, it's hard to get 7 strikeouts in a baseball game. Brian Wu has gone 6 innings in his last 3 starts. He has failed to get 7 strikeouts in all of them. Against the Yankees, that was a game where he carried a no-hitter into the 7th inning in the Bronx. He only had 5 Ks. Last time he got this was against the Pirates. 6 innings, 3 hits, and 8 Ks. But that's the Pirates. The White Sox are bad. Are they on Pirates level of strikeout bad? No, not at all. The Pirates strike out like it's nobody's business, okay? Rangers start, Wu did really well, had 9 Ks. Twins start, but now we're getting back in the month of June. You look at the course of Brian Wu's season, guys. He's gone over this line 4 times. He's made, 20-something starts? He's gone over this 4 times. July 4th against the Pirates, June 28th against the Rangers, June 23rd against the Twins. Both those starts, he had 9 Ks. And then early in the year, May 2nd against the Texas Rangers, he had 8 Ks. That was a game where he went 6 1/3 and gave up 1 hit. I don't see it. Oh, 1 against the Red Sox too. Damn it. Okay. April 24th, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. It doesn't matter. I think the White Sox are going to fight. Again, Brian Wu can have a great game, go 7 innings, 2 hits, 6 Ks, and he still won't get this line. 7 strikeouts is a lot in Major League Baseball. These are still professional hitters, man. Give me the under on strikeouts, under 6.5 for Brian Wu at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, minus 130. Sign me up. Our final best bet of the video, guys. Here we go. This is the last chance for the San Diego Padres. I'm so serious. Okay. If the San Diego Padres do not win this game today, I'm banning them into the playoffs. I don't care. Oh, they go on their win streaks. They've won 7 of 9. They have. The 2 games that they've lost out of the 7 of 9 have been when I've bet on the San Diego Padres. I don't understand. Okay? I'm so serious. They are banned until October if they cannot win this game. It's 1 game out of 162. No, I don't care. I've been burned too many times this season on the San Diego Padres. Okay? And I keep singing their praises every single day about how I legitimately believe it's going to be tough for them to not win the World Series. Well, last night detailed to me why this team's not winning the World Series. Are they going to win today against the Diamondbacks? Oh, they better. But now I know why they're not winning the World Series. Their bats aren't good enough. And we've known this about the Padres. They don't hit home runs. They're in the bottom 5 this year in home runs hit. But that's legitimately the reason why they're not going to win the World Series. Their pitching is great, right? Their pitching is really good, and JP Sears, whatever. Like, JP Sears sucked yesterday, even though somehow he was pretty good with runners on, but just continued to put guys on base. It was weird. But I know what's going to kill the Padres in the playoffs. And this is what will not allow them to take that step against the Dodgers this season. Well, the Dodgers suck too, so I don't know. This is why they won't beat the Phillies, okay? This is why they won't beat Philadelphia. And right now, this is why they wouldn't beat Milwaukee. They're probably not even Chicago either. I don't know. They're better than Chicago. This is why they won't beat Milwaukee, won't beat Philadelphia, and have trouble against the Dodgers. They can't hit in big spots, okay? Tatis has been not Tatis this season. I won't say horrible, but he has not been Tatis this year. Machado is one of the best players in baseball. I will not go at Machado. Jackson Merrill is not having a good... Okay, that's a stretch. Jackson Merrill's not having the rookie of the year type year. I know he didn't win it last year, but he's not having that elite rookie year like he did last year. Ryan O'Hearn's yet to find his big moment as a Padre. Laureano's been good so far. Cronenworth, I don't care. Oh, he's heating up. No, don't care. I love the Fermin move. But here's the problem, guys. They don't hit for power. Bogarts, by the way, still plays every single day. I know you have to play him because you gave him that boatload of money. Bogarts is not good. Arise, I like Arise. But again, Arise, and here's the thing. I remain adamant on this point. I would love to have Arise be my starting first baseman. He's a contact machine who gets on base all the time. Well, I probably just say that because Nathaniel Lowe's my first baseman. So I I haven't experienced a power hitting first baseman since Ryan Zimmerman. No, Josh Bell in 21 and 22. But, nah, truly, though, since, like, 2017 Ryan Zimmerman. Anyways, or like that 10-game stretch Matt Adams had in 2019. Regardless. No, Ryan Zimmerman was good in 19 still. Anyways, it wasn't prime Zim, though. Regardless, Arise isn't going to change the game with his power. He's going to get on base. The problem is, if nobody can knock him in, what's the point? Machado's going to do his thing. Jackson Merrill, I know, had a double yesterday, so I can't actually harp on him that much. Just, nobody's reliable on this team hitting-wise. They're not. I don't. This is why they're not. This is why they can't separate themselves from the Phils, from the Dodgers, from the Brewers. They're gonna win today, though. Okay. Darvish's ERA is 6.46. Okay. I feel very good about Darvish now after that last start. Darvish just needed to lock in and have a good start. See one go through the net. That's exactly what happened against the Mets last Wednesday. 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs. Yeah, that's Darvish. Okay. Darvish is an unk now. He's 38. That's fine. Darvish is gonna be good today. Ryan Nelson starting today for the Diamondbacks. Okay, he's actually been good in the month of July. I propose to you the Padres just need to man up and score some runs, okay? Weird shit happens in Arizona, though, dude. Like, Chase Field, it's a weird place to play. It just is. It's a weird place. You have to hit a ball 450 feet into center field to hit it out, and then it's a weird spot. But no, I think the Padres are fine here. I really think so. Darvish looked really good in that last start. Ryan Nelson is so due for a bad start, man. He just is. Like, oh, his numbers look really good. They are. Trust me, Ryan Nelson's not as good as these numbers indicate. And yes, Brandon Pfaadt went through the Padres yesterday. He actually struck out Arise, too, which is crazy. Because Arise strikes out like 15 times a season, if that. Ryan Nelson's so due for a bad start. The Padres are due to hit the ball today. I'm serious, after that disgusting performance yesterday. And if I've learned anything about the Padres, okay, I'm not going to shy away from picking San Diego because they had a bad game yesterday. Now, if they have 2 in a row, again, I'm just gonna, throw this team away for the rest of the regular season. There's 29 other teams we can bet on, okay? At least money line wise, all right? Just because I don't want to put myself through watching. I hate cheering for the Padres, all right? Late at night, okay? I can't do it anymore. All right, there's teams I'd rather watch, but here I am stuck betting on the Padres. Oh, I gotta cheer for Tatis. I gotta cheer for Machado. Like, actually, I like Machado, but I don't like San Diego. Okay, so if they lose today, I'm done with them. But here's the thing. Again, I've learned from San Diego too. They rarely have bad back-to-back nights. Okay, unless it's against the Dodgers. So they should be able to pull through today. I think Darvish is going to be solid enough. I know Arizona is not a team you want to take a struggling pitcher. I think Darvish is going to be okay enough though tonight. And again, Ryan Nelson, his advanced numbers are not that good. He's getting lucky in these starts, and the Padres are going to go after him today after a bad performance yesterday in Arizona. So, folks, thank y'all for watching our 5 best bets here for August 5th. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.